Thanks for joining again on another video of Project Hug the World. Today, I want to show you some of the culture and landscape that I saw in Vietnam. Now, to get there, I had to initiate myself through the traffic on a motorcycle, which let me tell you, definitely was a feat of survival. But as I was there, they were welcoming. One part that I especially want to share with you was the lanterns that I found. Here in Hoi An, they are world famous for their amazing lanterns. To go there and see how they lived with the water and set up all of these lanterns full of lights and colors, breathtaking. And if I had more time, I would have spent it here in Hoi An specifically. I was even stopped by the puddles, and of course in Vietnam, it rained so often it wasn't even worth mentioning. But as I saw the reflections of the lights, it got to me. For those of you that are thinking about traveling, I would definitely make Hoi An a part of your stops. Then, from there, back onto the road, onto the motorcycle, traveling through traffic, dodging vehicles left and right. The worst of all are the sleeper buses, which I think sometimes aim for you. Once I made it through there, I made it to Cat Ba Island. And let me tell you, I was looking for the cats. But what I found was, again, this beautiful landscape where it had these glorious cup boats that they would go out and fish on. The way that they have just learned to adapt and live next to the water and on the water struck me as awe-inspiring. And especially how much they could transport on the back of a motorcycle, amazing. But there's one specific story I want to tell you, and it was when I was a dumb American. I was sitting in a cafe somewhere around 9-10 a.m. These two older Vietnamese gentlemen called me over, and they had two glasses in front of them. They grabbed a third one and poured a drink into it, and I was like, oh, how wonderful. Is this tea? I definitely have to accept because I don't want to seem rude. And so I drank it very quickly, and they all clapped me on the back, and I realized very suddenly that it was definitely some type of rice alcohol that was very potent. It got to me, and I was like, oh, thank you. But then they drank theirs, poured another one, and pushed it to me. And again, not wanting to be rude, I of course took it with them. From there, we had a questionable motorcycle ride to the rest of Cat Ba Island, and then seeing Ha Long Bay. Ha Long Bay is a World Heritage Site, and if you go there, you can quickly understand why. It rises up through the water like a serpentinious dragon, as though it were guarding the land of Vietnam. The glorious dragon's back arches up and down, and as I close my eyes, I can still picture those mountains. And I believe that that image will stay with me for the rest of my life. I, of course, want to thank you guys again for coming along. So subscribe and come on more adventures with me as we travel more of the world.